Okay, so the important service management in the hospitality industry. Um, what makes it a good service?
The importance of service management in hospitality is it plays a role in shaping guest experience and ensuring guest satisfaction.
Okay.
And for me, a good service is having confidence and a personal touch while interacting with your clients, and as well the ability to read the room.
Okay.
And that's where we come with the emotional intelligence.
Alright.
And these are the few key attributes of a good hospitality personnel. One, you should have excellent communication skill.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence, which we keep on saying, adaptability and resilience, and passionate about serving people.
All right. And I think they should also have a look onto the
the diversity of our nation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
diversity of our
the hospitality industry. Okay. So for instance, in the service industry, I've been in the service industry.
Yes.
And I think this is the most thing that used to help me in the things that in increasing the chances of the guest to open up to me as a service personnel, right? I used to make service personal. Like it's about you. If I meet you and you are a youth, I will try as much as possible to maintain with my professionalism, but try to make you feel comfortable. Yeah. And this is where now the slangs comes in. You can use the slang. Nayusikia venye anataka kuexpressia, and once amesikia mtu anaongea lugha yenye mimi naongeanga, they will be able to express themselves. Like utamuuliza leo unadaisha kukula nini? And then atasikia atasema mimi nataka kukula fish. So check up on the menu. You can recommend the type of fish probably that you have on the menu. Umwambie, hey, by the way, kuna fish ingine hapo inakuwa deadly sana. Inaitangwa the Atlantic salmon. Yeah. Karibuni sana back to the MMT Behind the Bar. This is the Bevana Basuta versus the Hink.co. So today we will be covering up on the things that literally affects the youths inside the hospitality and how the youth affect the hospitality industry, and those who would like to carry on with the hospitality as a career. Today we have the Hink strategist, the hospitality strategist, Mr. Wilson Owiti. Karibu sana.
Asante sana tena.
Yes. So basic things tulikuwa tumesema we'll cover up on marketing, but we realized there's some of the crucial things that we need to cover in this episode so that the youths can basically have a foundation mahali wataanzia, because most of them, they try to make that decision once they have done with their O levels, and they do not know what they want to venture in. And most of them have a different perception about hospitality, and they think it's all about the catering. But today we are going to show you what's behind the bar, everything that needs to be covered, so that it will give them the firm foundation on the things that they need to catch up on as they are starting hospitality as a career. And today I've got a questionnaire for you. First of all, you can tell us, how was your week?
My week, wiki yangu imekuwa freshi. Mazi hata nimekuwa tu nikifollow simple boy. Anaitwaga simple stupid boy.
Yes.
Ananibambaga sana.
Ndo manake.
So unajua wase udhanigi ukifanya hospitality industry is all about service.
Yeah.
Right?
Because
yes. It is all about service. Lakini unakumbukaga ile statement mimi waga najiambiaga waga wera ni wera, lakini biz bado ni wera. So hospitality also can still be a business.
Yes.
Unacheki bado unaweza kakam udo hospitality na ukue hotelpreneur.
Yeah.
And that's why leo tunataka kubonga na mayouth tujue tunaweza aje kuventure kwa hospitality na what can we also tuseme what can we get from being a hospitality personnel.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I have I'll jump right on the first question because most people don't know how or which path they will follow.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to tell us, like, why should the youth invest in the hospitality industry?
That's quite a good question, Mr. Shepherd. Unajua, hospitality industry is a dynamic industry.
Yeah.
It is competitive and it's ever changing, right?
Yeah.
And hospitality plays a significant role in the country's economy, contributing to job creation and revenue generation.
Yeah.
So ni important sana ma youth waki-engage na hospitality industry sana. Wachoki hospitality basically iko na two major things.
Yeah.
Iko na accommodation, iko na food and beverages.
Yes.
And many other things like spa. Na kuna this kind of business of hii business ya magari inajoitwaga aje.
Oh, the cabs and
the cabs, but
the taxis.
Now instead of calling it a taxi, it's called a chauffeur hotel drive.
A chauffeur hotel drive. Hey, mtatuonyesha mambo.
Hey, wazee. lazima tutengeneze ido, si ndio?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why youth in Kenya should invest in hospitality industry. You see, like in Kenya, we are very diverse in landscape, cultural heritage, wildlife, and adventurous tourism.
Yeah.
Yenye unapata wase wanaweza kakuwa wame come up na team yenye wanaenda do adventure. You see, that one is promoting the Kenya tourism sector.
Yeah.
And it also creates jobs.
Yeah.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Ojo zamani and nataka kusema zamani tourism ilikuwa majorly for the rich.
Yeah, that's the perception we had.
Lakini since we realized when our country is diverse and how we can continue to generate revenue for our country, youth wameanza ku-associate na hospitality in different forms. That's why we have these adventurous tours where people come gather and go and have fun in maybe Masai Mara, Namanga, and those other activities.
Yeah. So they think it's a form of road trip, but it's them that they think it's a road trip going to have fun, but I think indirectly they get to promote our tourism because I think that's domestic tourism.
Oh, really?
That's one way we can phrase it. It's domestic tourism.
Yes.
All right. So you've mentioned about the trends zenye youths wanachukua. I understand kuna time Obama alikujaga Kenya.
Yeah. I can even remember that time when President Obama came. Ili to expose as an industry.
Yeah.
Na hapo ndo mimi nili come to get passionate about hospitality because my first time kujua hotel iko ranked na kitu inajiita hotel bed occupancy.
Tell us what hotel beds occupancy.
Hotel bed occupancy, yeah. Ini projection how much our industry can do what walai,
like accommodating
the
number of people our hotel industry can accommodate.
Like iko venye nataka kuiput ndio mse ana watch hii video aweze ku understand. That's why nilipose nikijaribu venye juu naweza ikaisema. Naweza sema hivi, it is the number of rooms versus the tourists wenye wana visit the country. So utapata ile time Obama alikam tulikuwa na overflow ya tourists.
Okay.
Ama tuseme tulikuwa na overflow ya ma guest kwa mahoteli yenye utapata even the lowest graded hotels
walipata bado chance ya kuhost
kwa bado jona na booking.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I think the number was very high, Basi.
The number was extremely high.
Okay. So I'd like you to tell us what's the kind of content that you definitely get to cover.
The content that hospitality tend to cover, it's very diverse. Yeah, it is very diverse. But naweza ka show my youth, we can only touch on 3 basic things.
Yeah.
One, us as Inc., we touch on management policies.
Yeah.
We touch on marketing strategies and training programs for the hotels.
Yes, the MMT.
The MMT.
Yes.
But above all, it is all about business. And in business is all about revenue, management, and generation.
That's why we definitely had to start on bar revenue management. We give you the tips and the things that are behind the bar. And now the fact now that you've covered that, and now we are covering the things that will impact the hospitality with the youth, we will definitely get to connect that very well with the marketing that we'll be covering on next, since we are trying to make this to be as simple as possible to the youths. So what advice can you give to the students when wanaanza ku venture into the big schools that we have, for instance the Kenya Utalii College or the other private owned schools akina
Boma hapa. Mimi naweza kasema hospitality is just an industry like any other industry.
Yeah.
And since it is one of the major sectors that generates revenue in a country, mimi siwezi takamsea feel like it is something little. Yeah. Na naweza kaambia students wenye wanataka kudu hospitality ni wakwe prepared for long hours and be passionate about what they do.
It's all about the passion.
Be passionate. Remember.
Yeah. And I think as high as they go up the ladder, I believe the with great power comes with great responsibilities. And some of them wanaweza feel like starting from the beginning or starting from pale chini. They think that the most of the managers they get to see, for instance an F&B manager, wanafikiriaga they got from school directly to that post. But some of them started from being a waiter, growth, being a supervisor, wengine wakatoka hapo they became the assistant F&B until to the post of a manager, and most of them wanna get to the general manager, because I think most of the general managers are picked from the food and beverage sector, because that's where you get to relate with most of the guests. That's where the most experience is. I don't want to underestimate other departments, but I believe getting the growth with how you get to interact with the clients each and every day inapatiaga the diversity in the hospitality.
And you see also hospitality industry ni industry inakuwa associated na so many other things. Una meet different people. Una meet different people. You can meet kings. You can meet any person. Wacheki. So utalan life skills mingi sana. Wacheki ukiwa kwa hospitality, na si ati ukifanya hospitality lazima ukwe employed.
You can open your own business, and that takes me, I think, to the next question that we'll be talking about. what advice would you give to the people who are out there who are not in the hospitality, but they'd want to invest inside the hospitality? They'd want to be entrepreneurs. Like, tell us about that.
Oh, okay. For the people who want to venture in hospitality, be adaptable.
Yeah.
Yeah? Be adaptable. For real. Yeah? Because nakumbuka, one of my mentors once told me that hospitality is a very patient industry that needs someone to seek for opportunities to gain hands-on experience.
Yes.
Unaona?
It's a hands-on thing.
It's a hands-on thing. It's a hands-on thing. So you need to have a resilience. Yeah? You need to be resilient and adaptable mindset.
Okay.
Si ati mimi jo siwezi fagia. Si ati mimi jo siwezi ambia mtu yesa. Yeah. Politeness. It's hospitality is politeness. Courtesy. Human touch. Courtesy. Na hivyo ndio mtu ugetigido.
By the way.
Hakuna siku utapata do na fujo. Ukiget do na fujo, unacheki. But come polite. Si language ya conmanship, but it is all about human touch. Unacheki.
Ni kutoa pesa kutoka kwa mfuko za watu willingly.
Yeah.
All right. There are different brands that we definitely get to have in the country. What's your biggest brand in this year 2024, now that you're coming about to wind it up?
Okay. Yeah. Brands. Hospitality brands. Authenticity.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me just mention my three most best brands in hospitality this year. We have Serena Group of Hotels, and Serena Group of Hotels impressed me this year of how they connected with their guests by offering by connecting with the local heritage through their promotions and products and events. With Chef Roy.
Yeah.
Chef Roy has been on the front showcasing the Kenyan cultural events, like they had a Swahili dish dinner, and it was quite a fantastic one. If you missed out, please check on their next year's promotions of event and you'll like it. And then there another brand that came into my mind after Serena was Radisson Blu, Upper Hill. They also helped me understand how they connected with their guests by offering exceptional service. Okay. Hospitality is all about exceptional service, and they did so well with their general manager. Yes. And then we have this boutique hotel that it's new, Amosa Garden and Spa Hotel. Ilinitouch juu in my choices of going to stay somewhere, I look for security. Okay. It was the best place for me. I can advise someone if it's looking for a good, cool and safe place. I would recommend them to go to Amosa Garden because of their location and the architectural structure. Yeah.
Okay. So you've mentioned about the architectural structure. What did you get to experience there?
Unacheki, if you are a guest who wants to go to stay in a secure place, mimi upendaga place iko so quiet because it's quiet. It has a garden.
It's more of garden, not
it's
more
like
of a building.
Yes. It's more of a garden. It is not just a one building story. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a garden. You can walk around. Yeah. You can connect with nature because kuna easy monkey. Kuna easy to monkey. And then for security purposes, it was the best because wajua sasa it is not a one story building. Right? And even I understand they once they hosted one of East African president This Ugandan
Museveni.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's an ideal place.
All right.
Yeah. Check it out. Wase.
I think if I can remember the allocation, it's I think it's 53 Mbakathi Ridge. That's the address, right?
Apple. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in regards to what that we've definitely got to cover up, what are the main qualifications that most of the hotel industry are looking in the staff that they get to want to employ? What are the main qualifications in regard to probably 5 years ago?
The specific qualification and skills that hotels ought to look for may vary depending on different factors like location, target market, hotel size, and brand identity.
Okay.
But the most important qualification that one should have ni kama emotional intelligence, digital marketing skills, na multilingual abilities, whereby you have the ability to speak more than 3 languages.
Yeah.
Tuseme kama utabonga Kiswahili, English, or any foreign language. French, German, Espanol.
Yeah.
Sawa. Yeah.
So tell us about the emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence comes in whereby you have to connect with your clients.
Yeah.
Emotionally. You should know, client wangu ataka tu place ya kurelax. Sawa. Ataki kusumbuliwa. And that's why in hospitality tunasema anticipating guest needs. You connect. Emotional intelligence is to connect with the other person's emotions.
It's either you meet their expectations or exceed them.
Yeah.
So you've mentioned about digital marketing. What's as in, how does that get to be an added advantage to you as a person who's tending to chase on the hospitality career?
Digital marketing, it's also a skill.
Yeah.
And I usually take it as an art.
Yeah.
So you have to be very creative. And being creative in social media it will help you to lure more clients. Okay. Yeah.
So that is for the junior staff, right?
For the junior staff,
right?
Yeah. You nowadays, employer just doesn't look for how you serve clients. He also looks into your selling techniques.
Yeah.
And the use of social media is part of the selling techniques.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then the employer who's in the hospitality industry, what are the qualifications now they get to consider when they're needing to employ now the staff from the managerial positions? I think that's where we can call them the senior staff into the hospitality. So tell us about those qualifications.
Like to pinpoint the qualification may be quite difficult depending on our industry that is ever changing.
Yeah.
But these are a few qualifications that I think a manager should have.
Yeah.
One is crisis management. So we can say crisis management and risk mitigation, and then the online presence management and sustainability.
All right.
Yeah.
What could you say about the crisis management?
Crisis management is, I can say, crisis management is whereby you can manage or foresee and handle a situation in a calm way.
Yeah.
You don't panic, or I can say, I think
no matter how much pressure you are under, it's all about looking at it from the solution part of it. How can you rectify that situation? Okay.
Yeah.
So the online reputation management and sustainability, most of them definitely get to find it quite complex.
Yeah, it's quite complex.
Right?
Yes.
So is there anything that you could want to add on the online reputation and online reputation management and sustainability?
Online reputation management and sustainability comes in as a major qualification, whereby as a manager you have to have a reputation of online management systems.
You had talked of branding.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's all about the
reputation.
The reputation they have.
How do people perceive you as an individual or as a brand?
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So that's the biggest.
And how to sustain the brand information to your clients.
Okay. I think that's one top.
A
good qualification
in a top,
as a manager.
In a top.
Okay. So the important service management in the hospitality industry. What makes it a good service?
The importance of service management in hospitality is it plays a role in shaping guest experience and ensuring guest satisfaction.
Okay.
And for me, a good service is having confidence and a personal touch while interacting with your clients, and as well the ability to read the room.
Okay.
And that's where we come with the emotional intelligence.
Right.
And these are the few key attributes of a good hospitality personnel. One, you should have excellent communication skill.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence, which we keep on saying, adaptability and resilience, and passionate about serving people.
All right. And I think they should also have a look onto the diversity of our nation. Yes.
Yeah.
And the
diversity of our
the hospitality industry. Okay. So for instance, in the service industry, I've been in the service industry.
Yes.
And I think this is the most thing that used to help me in the things that in increasing the chances of the guest to open up to me as a service personnel, right? I used to make service personal. Like it's about you. If I meet you and you are a youth, I will try as much as possible to maintain with my professionalism, but try to make you feel comfortable. Yeah. And this is where now the slangs comes in. You can use the sharing.
Yeah.
Na usikie venye anataka kuexpressia, and once amesikia mtu anaongea lugha yenye mimi naongeanga, they will be able to express themselves. Like utamuuliza leo unadaisha kukula nini? And then yatasikia atasema mimi nataka kukula fish. So check up on the menu. You can recommend the type of fish probably that you have on the menu. Umwambie, hey, by the way, kuna fish ingine hapo inakuwa deadly sana. Inaitango the Atlantic salmon. Yeah. Ini deadly na ni tamu na ni big. Kwa unasikia huko kama manches nini. You'll find that they'll be able to feel, this person is connecting with me.
Personalized service.
Yes, that's the personalized service. You'll get to hit a better spot when you're serving them. I'll meet their expectation or else exceed them.
Unajua, one thing na personal service waga a two-way thing.
Yeah.
One, uta meet guest expectation.
Yeah.
Because you are connecting with the guest.
Yeah.
Two, you will close the sale.
Yes.
Okay, and hospitality is not all about service; it's also about sales, right?
The revenue part of
the revenue part of
what
it.
we are talking about.
Sawa. So ukikuwa na good customer service, okay, uta close bado deal.
Yeah.
Ya kusell. Wachiki, if you are a businessman, negotiation waga ina matter. And the final thing is closing the deal.
Yes.
While you're closing the deal, kama hotelier, always remember what? Wera ni wera, na biz bado ni wera. Sawa.
Yeah. So I'd like us to talk about the roles the hospitality industry play when it comes to providing skill and youth employment, since ini kitu tunataka tuwaguzishie to the youth so that you guys will have a very good foundation as we even venture into the next topic that is about the marketing. So tell us about some of the roles that they play in terms of the skill and the employment of the youth inside the hospitality.
Hospitality serves as a valuable sector for the young individuals to gain valuable skills, launch their career, and contribute to the country economy and cultural heritage.
Yes.
Naweza kasema hospitality iko na benefit mzuri sana kwa youth. One, wagani skills development.
Yeah.
Tuko na career progress, employment opportunities. We have the soft skills.
Yes.
We have entrepreneurial avenues and exposure to the global and diverse work environment.
Okay. So you had talked about the cultural heritage. I think I can add on the cultural heritage because you with the youths, and if we have proper knowledge on the cultures that we have here in Kenya, you get to make a sale better. Since I've ever had a guest and he asked me, where can I buy traditional stuff? And I was like, what kind of traditional stuff that you're looking for? And he explained to me, I've heard about the Maasais, and I realized that there's no way I'm gonna sell about the Masai Mara. It's too far. This gets me right now. Do you know what I did? I told him there's a very big
market.
Yes, there's a big shop inside the CBD called the Masai Market, and it's not called Masai Market, it's called the City Market. Ngoja.
City Market.
Ni city?
City Market ni a marketplace ya kubai vyakula. But we usually have a movement called Masai Market. Masai Market sana ina Apenigi Village Market, and pale outside Supreme Court.
Yes.
Kuna hiyo. Hapo ni movement. So we usually have days.
Yeah.
Tuko na days wenye kama tourists wakikam kwa hoteli yenu, mwanaweza kawaambia our country is diverse, yes, yeah? But we are always proud of this group called Simasai. See, because we're making things easy, beads, artwork beads.
They embrace our cultural heritage.
Though even that market is African, right?
Yes.
So Masai Market wagani a movement whereby it's a market movement whereby people come to sell their African what? Antiques. African antiques that speaks about our country,
our cultural heritage, right? So nataka hapo tukonfirmie kwa comments kama kuna stuff in the City Market. You have been in the City Market. Najua kuna sekta yenye inauza.
Wewe unajua City Market bana?
Okay, kuna sekta yenye inauza nyama.
Jamaa ameishi town kweli.
Ngoja, kuna sekta yenye inauza nyama na kuna sekta yenye inauza maua. Na kuna sekta yenye inauza the cultural heritage. I've been there. Nimeona hadi hizo curves wanafanyaga, but if I am wrong, you need to tell us hapo chini kwa comment so that we get to educate each other on the things that we'll be teaching about the hospitality and the cultural heritage inside our country, right? All right. I think those are some of the biggest things that we can cover inside the hospitality. So what's your last word in terms of the youth ndani ya hospitality?
Mimi naweza niko na few words za youth. Mimi ubonga juu ya mayouth. Mimi ubonga juu ya do. Sawa? Na mimi ubonga juu ya culture. So ni youth, money, culture.
Yes.
Let us build our nation kwa hospitality industry, and let us also engage the government frequently, ndio tujue venye tunaweza ka improve in our sector.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's all about the trends that are taking place inside the hospitality and how they are affecting our youths. Wewe uko hapo, you'd like to probably engage inside the hospitality as a career. Make sure you catch up with us in the next episode that we'll be covering about on the marketing. Tumekupatia nini? Tumewapatia foundation. Yeah, una venye akisema nenda kata maji pale chini unalazimu city foundation yako clean in terms of nyama ama nini ili zishike sana ama zikishika sana still una top up na maji. Today we are drinking water. Cheers one.
Yangu ni water.
I don't know. Utaambia. But basically that's it. Catch up with us in the next episode on the MMT. We'll be covering on marketing and today we've been training them, right? Simeko, it's all about the training.
Yeah, tumewa trade na mse akona masikio anaweza sikia.
Yeah.
And najua kila mtu obviously amesikia. Kama uko na masikio si umesikia?
Yes. So that's it. We'll catch up on the next episode and this is the MMT behind the bar.